Hi guys, we are Group 2 and we are presenting the case study Rhodes Industries, and we have gathered information with Paula Bustamente, Iram Chapa, Brianna Perez, and Danielle Turpini, and I myself, Maria Sorto. Rhodes Industries is founded in southern Ontario, Canada, during the 1950s, discovered by the founder Robert Rhodes. He was the one that began with making pipes, then glass for industrial purposes. Then himself, the engineer, explored more to making industrial sealants, coatings, and cleaners. Ontario wasn't the only location. In the near future, there was local businesses opening up which were created around the 1960s, who then reported back to the Rhodes Industries Ontario headquarters. During the 1970s through the 80s, Clifford Michael, who was the president at the time, introduced a strong international focus onto the business. So we have entered the stage 1 of international development, which is the domestic stage. A company who is domestically orientated but is also aware of global environment and is considering foreign involvement. He had a strategy to open international markets to have lower costs when it comes to manufacturing to maximize profits. This is an example of motivation for global expansion. It is in the ways of economies of scales and low-cost production factors. Later on, Rhodes Industries started making consumer products like papers, envelopes, and electrical equipment such as switchboards, light bulbs, and security systems. In the 1980s, Sean Rhodes, the president during the 90s, used this strategy to focus on 3 lines of business that were industrial products, consumer products, and electronics. The 3 divisions had their own distribution system and manufacturing plants. When we talk about the 3 lines of business, there are also a motivation for expansion, which is the economies of scope. As Rhodes Industries is progressing, there is an issue with the case. David Javier, who is the president for Rhodes Industries, has seen organizational and coordination problems that are needed to be fixed in order for the profits to grow for a long term in its international business. Whenever David took over the company, he questioned whether the company needed a new structure. The structure they had been following was very flexible in the sense that it allowed the division in each geographic area to develop, manufacture, and market its products for their country/region. Although the amount of independence seemed to be good for every unit, there were other functions that were negatively impacted. For example, HR management, new product development, marketing, and manufacturing had little to no coordination across all the regions. And so we will enter stage 3 of international development, which has the multinational stage. With that being said, whenever Javier has faced 3 problems in regards to the Rhodes Industries organization problems, we are going to introduce the first problem, which was the lack of coordination. Since each subsidiary was located in various countries, each one acted as its own business tailored to its design environment, which made it difficult to efficiently gather and consolidate reports and information. If the coordination were to be improved, the cost would be cut and market potential would increase at a significant rate. The second problem involved increased complexity and differentiation. Due to different environments, each subsidiary made its own strategic decisions to benefit itself or its own country/region, interest despite hindering the Rhodes Industries' efforts to increase efficiency and profits worldwide. So pretty much that it is failing to manufacture in certain countries to protect their own projects and profits. Lastly, have you faced the lack of innovation and technology throughout Rhodes Industry? Proposed innovations and technologies were ignored by certain subsidiaries, despite their potential improvement on manufacturing and marketing. The lack of information and innovation transfer also serves as a factor that hinders Rhodes Industries' progression. When there is problems in the organizations, there also could be recommended structure. So one of the first options is we create globalized technology, what could also be called global standardization, and manufacturing process as well as marketing by establishing a new international department at headquarters. With headquarters, there could be headquarters planning. It takes an active role in planning, scheduling, and control in order to keep the organization working together as a global unit rather than the individual companies. This helps because they can standardize processes throughout the 3 areas and utilize economies of scale. There can be one product director for each major product line, like in the 3 areas, such as industrial, consumer, and electronics. Second, product director supplies a team, it could be considered as global teams, to travel to each region and relay information on innovations/improvements to subsidiaries in other parts of the world, which could transfer of knowledge and innovation with the global organization design challenge. There's always another option, which is option 2. It is to reorganize into worldwide produce structure. As an example, in figure 6.14, it is the proposed worldwide business manager structure. On the bottom 3, we have 3 organizations, which is industrial products, consumer products, and electronic products. With those 3, we could divide them into 3 different sides with different managers within their own criteria. Then we go up to report back to the president and CEO. And what helps the president and the CEO are 3 different departments, are the corporate relations and public affairs, finance and acquisitions, and legal and administrative. Those help out the organizations in a business structure. To add on, the business managers are responsible for developing strategies and coordinating manufacturing efficiency/product development for its product line and worldwide. This is the use of strategic alliances between the departments. It offers a stronger business structure with global standardization. That concludes our Rhodes Industry case study with its proper structure and how we have organizational problems, and there are many recommended structures that could be able to use an organization. Thanks for watching.